Live, local, now. This is NBC6 News, Texas Today.
We're glad you're with us today. Pro football legend and sportscaster Joe Theismann is speaking out about a potentially life-threatening public health problem. Recently, his father was diagnosed with an abdominal aortic aneurysm, also known as AAA. It's estimated that more than 1 million people are living with AAA and don't even know it. But fortunately, it can be treated if it's caught in time. So to tell us more about the silent killer, I'm joined now by Joe and Dr. Pam Morris. Good morning to both of you.
Morning, Christine.
Joe, we'll start with you. This is a very, very personal issue to you. Can you tell us why it's so important to get this message out?
Well, I think it's important, first of all, Christine, because a lot of people aren't aware of it. I never knew what AAA was until my dad was diagnosed with it and wound up having the procedure to take care of it. What basically AAA is, to make it simple, and I'll take a little bit of Pam's thunder here, is it's a bulge in the artery that flows from the heart through the stomach to the lower extremities of the body. And if not corrected, 10 people, if it bursts, about 10% of the people survive. And that's not a very good percentage. If it's treated and detected early, about 95% survive. So if you can get into the doctor and get treated, you have a really good chance of being able to survive. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my orange suspenders, which has become sort of our mantra. And what it does is it frames the abdomen. A simple ultrasound test right in this area will give you an opportunity to be able to diagnose if there is an aneurysm or not. But this hit home for me when my dad had it.
Well, and that is it's interesting to know that. And Dr. Morris, tell us exactly who is at risk for this.
Well, you know, the AAA is caused by many of the risk factors that are identical to things that cause, for example, heart attack and stroke. So the older you get, and this particularly affects men over the age of 60, also if you have a family history of AAA, but in addition, smokers are at about 8 times the risk of individuals who are non-smokers. And then, of course, there are things like high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So many of the things that we've been hearing about for years in terms of risk factors for heart and vascular disease can put you at risk for AAA.
All right, Joe, you talked a little bit about your dad's battle with the disease. You know, how did he even come about it in the first place and figure out that this is what he was, you know, fighting?
Well, Christine, my dad had triple bypass surgery about 20 years ago, and part of his physical checkup is to do an ultrasound in that area. And what they found out is that he had an aneurysm that was of about 3.5 centimeters, and it continued to grow, and the doctor finally said it reaches a point where we need to do something about it. They put a stent in. My dad plays golf today, he bowls today, and it's just great to have my dad around. By the way, also, we have a website which is findtheAAAanswers.org. You can log on and find a lot more information out about it. And you'll see survivors, you'll see doctors, all of us with our orange suspenders, just to let you know that's an area that needs to be treated and taken care of.
A great message, and one very personal to you. Joe Theismann, thanks so much for joining us. Dr. Morris as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.